Hello.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another review here on Pens of the Mind. I am James Phoenix. As you can tell, I'm not at home right now. I'm at a friend's house. They loaned me their office, so I can film this on my phone. I do. Oh, now it says live. Okay. I'm filming this on my phone, so I apologize for the quality of the slight echo in the room. But it was scheduling
Slight
staff.
major.
What's that, Pew?
I said major. I echo. We're not gonna lie to people.
Fair enough. I'm trying to talk quiet so it doesn't echo as much, hopefully.
Yeah, it's not that bad. We can still understand him.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here to
Glad you
talk
can.
about the 2017 reimagining of the Power Rangers that's now in theaters as of this past Friday. We all went and saw it, and it was different. I don't think it was
Got
bad.
that right.
Personally, I enjoyed it, but I know that there's some differing opinions here.
I think me and Muller were the pretty much same opinion.
Actually, no.
Hmm?
I don't think we're at the same opinion. I think all three of us have different opinions. As Jim seems to be more on the positive, you're all the way on the negative, and I believe I said to Jim I would rate this 50 out of 100, so I'm bang in the middle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also on
There's a
Mole's
lot
video,
wrong with it, but there's also a lot right, to be fair.
I'd like to thank our new sponsor, Soda Shack.
He wasn't, if it helps, Jim, I did turn that cam round just for this review.
Nice.
It amused me to have him there. Also, I apologize if my voice is a little off today. But hey, people.
Yeah, we apologize for that. But yeah, this is an interesting reimagining. The story supports 5 teens who are chosen by an alien being known as Zordon to become warriors while the Power Rangers to fight off the evil villainous Rita Repulsa.
No. They were not chosen by Zordon. They were chosen
yeah,
because
they
they
were.
found the crystals in the side of the wall, and the whole film, Zordon keeps telling them they're not worthy of being chosen.
Yeah.
Okay, no idea. I was going to elaborate, but yes. In this movie, they changed it up where these teens happen to be in a construction site at the same time because somebody watched Animals before they made this movie. And they end up finding some, that was more a mine than construction site, but they end up finding power coins embedded in the wall that takes them out with a pickaxe. And they gain extraordinary abilities. And despite being seen as generally unworthy by Zordon, who was hoping to find warriors, they train and have to prove themselves to each other and to themselves and to Zordon that they can become Power Rangers.
While secretly Zordon's trying to use them all to come back to life.
And he's trying to get back out of the morphing grid, which means he's in the wall and he's trying to get back out of the wall, apparently.
I'm just going to do this. So the one up. But yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
The payoff for that is during the movie, he does that. Then one of the Rangers, I won't say who, dies, and he uses his chance to come back to life to make them come back instead.
Yeah.
Because that's how that works. Even though the only reason they said that worked that way earlier on in the film, like 2 scenes earlier, was because Alpha put him inside the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zordon's like, no, hang on, I got this. Disappears and brings him back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was weird.
Because when you're a ranger and you die, you go into the Matrix.
You go into the morphing grid. You go into the grid. The morphing grid is like the Force now.
But it was just weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah. However, the Rangers themselves, I thought they did a good job with their individual characterization, really building up who they were as people, which they never really did in the show. And I thought that was cool, seeing how these are very different people, all with hashtag real world problems that had to overcome this and come together to become a team.
Yep.
I don't know. I felt that was super forced and not very subtle.
I will say I love 4 of the 5 Rangers.
Okay.
Don't like Billy.
Fair enough.
only because he was really inconsistent. Because earlier on, when he mentions about the spectrum he's on, which is autism and stuff, which is fair enough, he then mentions he can't understand jokes. Then 2 scenes later, and for the rest of the film, he's laughing and joking. This doesn't cure autism.
That is slightly inconsistent.
It was just weird.
I didn't really like anybody. They're just a bunch of people who like to break into places and just be shitty, and then like have campouts with no actual like sleeping bags or anything, except making a fire and eating things.
My favorite in
And
this movie was probably Zach.
he's probably the best, but he was like the least worst. So
I liked Zach because he had the ability to just have no shit to give.
there you
Mhm.
go.
He did. Although ironically, while Zach had the least shit to give and that made him one of the most entertaining Rangers, when they were around that campfire scene talking about their sad backstories, I felt that Rudy Lee was the weakest acting in that scene.
I thought all of them were bad in that exposition scene. Of,
Yeah,
let's
and
just say all of our problems out loud, really fast to complete strangers. That'll bond us. You're like, no?
and Kimberly was like, "Fuck that shit. I'm shutting it down now."
Yeah.
She wasn't even a part of it.
It was
Ours
just
was the
weird.
one who shared some nude photos of her friend and then blamed other people for it.
Yeah. It was just weird. Like, there was a scene in the canteen where they put the coins on the counter and it burns everything. Then the food goes on to the 2 people, and if you notice, the people at the end of the aisle were the 2 girls who made fun of Kimberly. Surely she should have at least laughed when the food splattered in their face. But she had like no acting ability with that. She was just like, "Oh, that happened."
Was there too concerned about, oh God, what has become of us and what are these magic crystals, these coins we found doing? What the hell is going on? We're all distracted by that, I think.
There was a lot of unexplained things in this movie.
You mean how they kept dying and coming back to life like they're Kenny?
Waking up in their bedroom.
That's literally what kept happening. They kept dying, which I will say, like I said, I loved what they did with Jason. I loved what they did with a lot of them. Like Trini was awesome and stuff.
Mhm.
I will go on record as saying I found one thing that made me feel a little sick when I was watching this in the cinema.
Okay.
The original actress who played Trini died in a car crash. How many
Yes.
car crashes did they put in this film?
A
Yeah.
lot.
That's fucking disrespectful to the point I was left feeling I was cringing every time.
Kind of criminal because they at least didn't have Trini involved in any of them, so I felt that it was separated enough that it was okay.
She was involved in one of them.
She was? Oh, the van. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's horrible because when you think Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and you think car crash, you think that you could have done other accidents. Like Kimberly when she went off the cliff, she could have drowned and then come back to life. Or
Mm.
you know what I mean? They didn't have to keep going car crash.
Technically, it was a train crash.
When you're in a
No,
car
they were in
and
a
you have a
car.
crash.
Yep, the train didn't crash. The train kept going. The car crashed.
Touche.
But yeah, like I said, there was a lot of good stuff in the film.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff I didn't like, but there was a lot of stuff I did like too. Like I said, like Jason was really cool in this.
He was good.
It's alright.
You know, like today they made him more of a traditional jock and just kind of just went with that.
I however didn't like I said, I didn't like the looks of the costumes, the Zords, Rita, Putties, Goldar, Megazord, Alpha Zordon, or the Power Coins, which had no Morpher.
They did not.
Fuck. Like I said earlier, there was a toy made for the movie of a Morpher. what the fuck? To me,
Well,
that's
they're
like,
it's probably one of the lines of, because we only, except for that one quick thing with healing, we only ever saw them morph once. Now that they know how to do it regularly, or probably they might get like a morpher afterwards.
yeah, but they should have to use the morpher to morph. It's like, do you remember the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films?
Yes.
Hated organic webbing. He needs a web
Mm.
shooter. They get toys of
Mm.
web shooters. I wanted to have a web shooter. This is organic morphing. I don't want that. I want a morph shooter.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but how can you get a device that simulates love or friendship or whatever?
Easy. It's called social media.
Ha! Let me use my morphing app on my phone. Boop.
Swipe
Oh,
left to
goddamn.
morph. But no, I
But
felt like they
what do you
should
think
have the morpher.
Yeah, I can understand that. It does. It does annoy when they release toys of things that aren't in the movie.
It's morphing time, you know? Brennan, like, no.
It's not just that. It's like when you see Superman or you see someone like that or Hulk. Okay, they just go, "We're on transform," or just quickly pop on a costume and go. The thing that separated Power Rangers to a lot of them is the morpher was as much a presence as them. It was the device between them and their suit, and everyone remembers it's morphing time.
Mm.
No one remembers, oh, let's all stand around and say friendship. No. Also, they didn't fight much in this film.
No.
Well, they found a lot of holograms.
Yep.
The putties did go.
Yeah. All the putties just died way too soon in a scene that made no sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it made sense to you, Jim, but Rita died. It looked like Rita was defeated. Goldar's dying, but when he touches Rita, and that brings her to life, which then brings Goldar to life.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Though it was cool when the Megazord did Suplex City.
Yeah, that was cool. That was fun.
It's odd.
It's weird they now have two blades, but it makes the pink one more useful.
Yeah, because of the wing, part of the wings become the sword. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, because on the original Megazord, the pink one just went and became a window.
Yeah, and I
Or a
think
chest shield.
and I think of the toys any indication that they also gave kind of a Falcon Zord role where it can also let the Megazord fly.
It might be, yeah. But they did, like I said, they did do good stuff. Like we had cameos from Jason David Frank and whatever the fuck her name is. That's
Also, one more question. How did stabbing it hurt it? Because when they flew through, or at least Kimberly flew through the gold, and it just opened itself up and closed it because it's all molten gold. How does stabbing it then hurt it?
because she was inside it when they stabbed it with the sword, so they probably stabbed her.
Yeah,
No,
wouldn't
it
you
didn't.
have a big?
Because she was powering it with her energy, so it broke the channel of her energy to the monster.
Basically, they stabbed her in the energy.
Yes.
That's an awkward ass sentence.
Yeah.
I know you like the overall. What you like? Was it her backstory, the acting? What do you think?
Yeah.
Stabbed her in the energy.
Yeah, in my opinion, this film didn't know what it wanted to be. It couldn't justify its existence.
Oh,
Because on one side, it wants to be like Marvel, the Avengers. But on the other side, it still wants to be MMPR. But yet it doesn't do either style perfectly well. It mixes both together in a way that's just wasteful.
there's like a lot of like jokes in there where they like want to like swear but then they don't, and they want to like either do or don't. I don't care. Like he's like yippee mother. Oh wait, no. Like come on, just who cares? Like just like they did like a few times, and I was like, oh come on, either just make a real joke or don't. Like
To be fair,
That is a joke. It's a joke that they went to swear, but then they didn't because it's a PG movie.
yeah, but they did that like
To
3
be fair-
times.
most of the times they did it, it was always the Blue Ranger. who, when he was at the table at school, one of them said the word douchebag, and he wouldn't even say that back. Which means it's part of his character. He finds the swearing weird.
I guess.
So like I was saying, what do you guys think of Rita Repulsa and the altered backstory in regards to her being the former Green Ranger?
It's stupid.
I didn't like anything to do with her. When she comes alive, it's like gold, and you're like, what the fuck's this? And then she's like a whore and a Green Ranger whore.
And how much gold came out of the earth? I didn't know we had golden rivers under there. I get it was a gold mine or whatever, but like, I don't know, that's a whole lot.
She managed in one day to get enough gold from one jewelry store, one dude's tooth, and a couple of little things here and there to make that.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Should have took you longer.
You would think. It's only a 2-hour movie. We had to speed it along. Now, what about, because I know you had some strong feelings about this, Mo. What about Rita's ultimate goal?
Her ultimate goal. Oh, the Zeo Crystal. It wasn't a strong feeling. I just mentioned that's not how the Zeo Crystal works.
No, but it was a clever, interesting about when Zeo Crystal piece that powers the planet somehow and taking away everybody dies. That was different.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not what the Zeo Crystal was.
No.
The Zeo Crystal was an excuse to change suits.
Mm-hmm. But it just gave her an interesting motivation, which is kind of fun to say, oh, she's, trying to get Zeo Crystal and everything else. That's kind of interesting. And it was under a Krispy Kreme. Who knew?
Yeah, which wasn't at all heavy-handed. Because I find it funny and slightly hypocritical how many Power Ranger fans I've seen online talking about how great it was that they kept mentioning Krispy Kremes, yet were insulting product placement in Batman Superman or Man of Steel. And I'm like, they didn't say the word Krispy Kreme like fucking 20 times.
Bro.
And even have the main bad guy stop and enjoy one of the donuts because Krispy Kreme's that good, she'd do it.
Sorry. Yeah, that was a little unusual. Started eating a donut while the largest right in the building. That was a little out of character. It was funny, but it was really out of character.
What do you think about the changes from the trailer, Jim?
You mean when they say the line like, I've killed Yellow Rangers before?
I've killed other Rangers before, I've killed the Yellow Ranger before. In the movie, I think it was a better line.
Yeah. Because we saw in the trailer the Yellow Ranger, so they tied back in.
They also removed the Jason Kimberly kiss, so we're not getting the forced love triangle.
I was thinking about that after the movie, or did they kiss or not? Oh, wait, did they kiss? Did I miss that?
Nope, they didn't kiss. They removed it.
Fair enough.
What did you think about the looks of the putties, Pew?
They look like two weird fucking dudes who did back exercises together, but then fused with a rock monster.
Yeah, they looked like Fox. They looked like Fox had said to Lionsgate, "Hey, look, we've got a load of rejected costumes from when we made The Thing for that shitty Fantastic Four movie recently. Do you want like a million of them? Oh yeah, can we?"
And then put them all together and make these ugly ass monsters with multiple limbs and shit that just looks fucking weird.
Yeah.
That don't go.
The reason I say The Thing for the new one is at one point he was covered in rock and looked just like one. He was like,
yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck was that?
It looked like an oversized Pokemon Graveler.
Yeah. And like I said, the Power Rangers didn't fight much. They're famous for doing martial arts and fighting. Yet most of this was done. Most of their big fight with Rita was only Zords.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really a lot of it was them. Yeah, they went to a lot of training to fight, only to do very little actual fight. Also, I enjoyed the movie. And he was like, okay, well, we got our suits on. We're gonna go fight all the putties and stuff. Zordon even goes over the famous rule, and then literally like 10 minutes later, Zack is using a fucking mask on Zord to crush putties. I'm like, wait, where were you when Zordon read those rules like 10 minutes ago?
To be
And
fair,
how
when Zack used his thing to crush putties, there was an army of putties, and there was a giant Goldar, so he wasn't escalating it further.
All right, fair enough.
It's not like he found the putties in their home, knocked on the door when they came out, and was like, "Oh, hi, I'm Papa Putty." Stepped on him, and I want to see a
how do you
spin-off of
guys
Papa
feel?
Putties.
How do you guys feel about the mask on, mask off thing?
I actually like when they have the mask off when they were talking. As I've mentioned in the past, I wanted Power Rangers to have a bit of an open mask like Batman, because like when they're in the Zords and they got the mask off, just they could easily go and start pulling facial expressions instead of just a faceless suit. Therefore, there's more emotion.
Yeah, and it makes sense why because when you're in the big Zord like that, you don't really need your mask. Nobody's gonna be able to tell your identity or punch you in the face while you're in the Zord, so you don't need it.
Now, can you settle a debate me and Pew had earlier, Jim?
Okay.
Does Jason's dad know he's a Power Ranger?
I don't think so, because she had his mask on when he saved him and he pulled him out, and he called him by his first name rather than dad. So I
He
think
called him by his first. He called him by his first.
but he might have an inkling.
Yeah, the thing for me was he called him by his first name. Then he said something that suddenly resonated with the dad enough for him to take his hand and go. And then the dad hangs the picture on the fridge where he's got all his son's stuff and looks at it with pride. And I'm like, does he know?
He might. Yeah, that was a little vague on that.
Yeah, it's possible. I will say it's possible. I don't know if he knows, but it's possible.
Oh no, I also know it's also possible he doesn't.
Yeah.
But my next question I would ask for Jim. Jason's dad.
Mm.
Is it possible they tried to get Austin St. John and he said no? Because the dad looks just like current Austin St. John.
Gosh.
To the point I was like, wait, did he turn this down?
Smart man.
Man.
But I don't know. What do you think, Jim? Do you reckon that was intentional, coincidence, or something sinister?
I don't know. I mean, it's entirely possible it's just a coincidence, but it's possible they may have at some point had an early idea of having Austin come in and then just change their mind.
I will also address one of the elephants in the room. I don't like Trini being gay.
Okay.
Only because the company doing it, Saban, has famously bullied gay people. But now that it's suddenly gay people are more accepted into films and TV, he's going to make money off them.
That sounds about right with his shtick.
I don't like that.
Well,
It's like if Hulk Hogan comes back to WWE and now decides he has to do a sketch with the New Day. We all know he's racist. Get him out the ring.
mm-hmm. Yeah, but I understand the point of it's the idea of, especially when you're trying to appeal to, yes, there's some nostalgia factor, but you're also trying to appeal to that new kid audience. And you're trying to show up and coming, teens and tweens that, maybe who might be questioning who they are, in that way. That, hey, even you're not an outcast, you can be a Power Ranger too. It's not being all encompassing. Same thing, same reason Billy had autism.
It was, but it just felt a little weird because, like I said, with their history, to me, that feels nastier than it should. I do agree with the outsider stuff because this film's basically what if the Breakfast Club became Power Rangers?
Pretty much.
What if the Breakfast Club became Power Rangers and were written by the people who made Chronicle? I liked Chronicle.
I haven't seen Chronicle.
But yeah, there was way too many car crashes.
There was a lot of car crash.
It's symbolic of what this movie was.
Well, overall, I enjoyed the movie. I know most of the Power Rangers fans enjoyed it. So, and I think the general audience has enjoyed it enough, considering that on the audience rating, it's got like an 85 or so on Rotten Tomatoes, which isn't terrible. I mean, it was a Power Rangers movie, so you kind of knew the critics were going to go out and probably weren't going to have that high of an opinion of it, and that's fair enough. Probably about a 50 on the critic scale, but
To be fair, it had an 80. It had like an 80 something percent on Rotten Tomatoes before it came out. Because that audience thing is whether or not you're excited to go see it, is what it normally says. So people fill it out beforehand. Plus, it's the Power Ranger fans. As we've mentioned before now, I bet when the next movie comes out, this one will be called a pile of shit.
I doubt that. They might have it with the show, but I don't think they'll have it with the movie because it's going to be the same Rangers that continue the story. But we'll see. At this point, I just feel like it's kind of it's basically I think we're just like it because we thought it was going to be
good,
an absolute utter complete train wreck, and the fact that it was at least halfway decent, or even you said it was 50%. The fact that they got that good, I think we're just happy they got that far.
I thought it was a liquid pile of giant like Goldar shit. Like if there was a Goldar made out of poo, that would be this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really did not like any of it at all.
Yeah, I'll admit, like Jim knows, I've grown up watching Power Rangers and stuff.
Me too.
I liked part of the film. Like I still watch Power Rangers now, and I like half of it. But there's a load of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the fuck's up with Alpha? Like you said, Pew, that is a waste of Patton Oswalt.
It was a waste. His lines were garbage.
It's like that's a waste of Bryan Cranston to have him as Zordon. He was in Breaking Bad, for God's sake.
Yeah. He was also a Power Ranger, so it comes full circle.
Yes, but he was also in Malcolm in the Middle. However, he's grown since then to become Breaking Bad.
Well, I thought his acting of how he unexpectedly to most people that he didn't believe in the Rangers. He thought that they were a joke and that they were terrible and crap until the very end when he realized that maybe they did have something that even he and his team didn't have. Because the way Rita looked and saw the Megazord, I didn't think that's the first time that Megazord ever formed. I don't think Zordon's team ever put it together.
You see, I didn't like what they did with Zordon in this because I felt they went online and saw how a load of the older fans have joked over the recent years about Zordon and just went with that. About how he's now a terrible mentor that it's only in it for himself and it's just using these kids.
It's possible.
Like, I mean, come on, he was literally using them to come back to life. He's a dick.
He was a dick, a dick dad.
But give him credit.
Honestly,
I do a war where all his friends were murdered before they died, and then he was in a freaking hibernation for 65 million years. You wake up and you'd be a little grouchy and pissed off about it too.
But I wouldn't try and make a load of kids my weapons to essentially resurrect myself.
Well, fairness, he didn't ask for kids. That's who the coins found. The coins chose.
No, the coins did not choose them. They just picked that shit up and said, "We're gonna go with it."
Yeah, but I will say I did like the new location of the secret lair.
Yeah.
Because the way they did it on this one, previously you could only enter the chamber if you had a power coin. And then that went out the window by season 3. But you had to have a coin to enter the power chamber originally. This one, the only reason they can get all the way down through the water and get to the other side is because they've got the power coins and their rangers.
Yeah.
Like a regular Joe's not going to be able to do that. And they're going to see it as like just normal water and not bother.
Yeah.
So that bit was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
I didn't like Go-Go Power Rangers was only played for 2 seconds. We got longer with ba oh.
Yeah, the Power Rangers was longer. I agree with that.
Oh, it was also an awful rendition of "Stand By Me." That was pretty shit. Like that. Like I heard that singing, and I'm like, you know what? This could have been a good song if they actually did the song how it's normally done proper. But it was like a really shit version of the song. like slowed down and like auto-tuned or weird singing guy or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, Zach was probably my favorite Ranger. He was fun. I liked
He
Zach.
was fun.
But how would you rate it then, Jim?
Honestly, I would probably give it, if I were to rate this movie, I would give it like an 85 or so. Because I think it was a good movie. I think it was a good effort. I didn't, I thought the suits looked pretty good. The Zords could have been better, but they weren't terrible. I thought they were acceptable enough for the aesthetic they were going for the movie. The uniqueness of some of the ideas they did, where they brought in a lot of new ideas and were willing to try new things that might have been added in normal Power Rangers. I thought they took a lot of credit to be able to be willing to, do all these new things and really go out there. And I thought they built a unique individual world that really stands on its own if you consider it outside of its source material. If this were just the original, nothing came before this, the original Rangers, I think it would be very successful and people will enjoy it. And I think people will enjoy it now. New kids who might not be familiar with it and might really enjoy this.
Fair enough. And how about you, Pew?
I don't know. I don't know who this film's for. I guess if you love if Power Rangers makes you come see this. But if you're not like one of those people who literally wanks off to Power Rangers, then like what are you here for? I mean, like it's not that good. It's not good for people who like Power Rangers. It's not that good for people who don't like Power Rangers. Like you can barely see the Zords. It's not for like kids. There's not like a lot of fun aspect enough. I think you can imagine for kids. There's not like anything for adults. I mean, like I don't know. Like if it's a Power Rangers, if the word Power Rangers makes you come, this is for you. That's about it.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Personally, on my normal scale, I'm gonna rate it right in the middle of wait till it comes out on Blu-ray and maybe rent it. It's not worth a buy. It's not a definite go see, but it's not completely a void either. It's just right in the middle of. They do a lot of good. They do a lot of bad. Some of the stuff is just personal stuff too. Like I know I personally hated the Zords. I hated the suits. And all the other stuff I mentioned, I didn't like the looks of, but that's aesthetics. That's down to the individual.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the writing was inconsistent. It was fun. It was fun at times, but at other times it was just all over the place. Like that campfire scene where they're like Pew put it, they have no tent, no sleeping bags. And they're like, fuck it, let's just camp. And now let's use it as nothing but a scene of exposition.
Yeah.
No. That's kind of bad. So I'd rate it in the middle. It's fun at least.
Okay. One other fun fact I didn't get to mention. I didn't notice this at first, but somebody pointed it out to me. You two might have picked this up. But if you were watching if you look at Angel Grove, a number of the parts of Angel Grove you saw in the movie, you might have noticed something familiar about it.
Okay.
It's Storybrooke.
Ah.
They filmed in the same town.
Fair enough.
So that was a fun little fact.
And I will tell people there is a mid-credit scene, so stick around for that.
If you know anything about Power Rangers at all, you know what it is already.
Yep, it's Ivan Ooze.
Ha! Yeah, right. That would have been cool.
It's Zed. It's Zed. It's not, but no. Although we also couldn't decide if it was a joke or not, Jim, at the end with the Yellow Ranger.
Which thing with the Yellow Ranger?
When she's with her brothers, and she's like, "Why don't one of you plays the Yellow Ranger?" He's like, "Yeah, he's awesome." How do you know it's not a girl?
I think that was an intentional in-joke.
I don't know if that was an intentional in-joke or if that was just a joke and it happened to be fun.
Maybe.
Because it could be one of those coincidences of they thought boys would assume all of them are male. But yeah. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Yes, thank you for being here, everybody. This has been a fun little review.
Yep. And peace.